here's a flatbed review, single wheel, long bed, so 8-foot bed. Just gonna do a quick walkthrough. This is one of the better production built high volume beds, and I will tell you why. If you look, a lot of beds, let's just look through it here without too much commentary. So the cross braces here, they don't cheap out on them. They're putting them every, looks like about 14 on center, and they don't cheap out right over the wheel well. So what you'll notice on this bed is if I get up on top, we'll look at that here, it won't be wavy, even with it looks like about 1/8, a little thinner plate, but putting those cross members on it helped tremendously. On 4-inch main seals here, and what we've got on this one is let's look at this. So these pieces here are structural. These are not. That might be just formed, or if it is structural. Oh no, that is a structural 2-inch. So that's actually pretty good too. A lot of flatbed manufacturers will put a formed 2-inch piece here for the cross member. So we got, looks like 2-inch structural, 4-inch structural. So overall, not too bad. Pretty good again for production bed. They do pretty well here by insetting these and welding on just one side, but that's going to be plenty for whatever this truck can tow. So that's not too bad at all. Again, pretty decent setup for production bed, and it's kind of a decent looking bed too. So those are the pluses. Let's look at the minuses here. So one of them is that's not capped, so you should be getting a lot of mud and stuff underneath here, but that's easy to fix after the fact. You have a nice heavy duty 2.5-inch receiver on, looks like maybe a 4-inch square tube. Let's look at that 4-inch. Now if you've seen my other videos, kind of what makes or breaks a bed really is the install, and you can tell they've made it pretty clear how you need to install it, and that's important with a lot of beds. Tying the back here to the frame, so they make it pretty clear that that needs to happen. Let's look at some other stuff here. They do something here pretty neat. You don't see on too many beds. A lot of bed manufacturers will tie in the header just into here and really just weld it to these two pieces, and it's pretty light gauge on the corners here. But what they do is tie in their two center pieces to the main seal. We call this a main seal here. So that is pretty awesome. Not too many people do that. In fact, some manufacturers don't even care about any of that, and they'll just bolt the header right up to a plate here. I won't name names. So anyway, you can kind of look at it there. So that's, again, not too bad. Pretty decent bed. I bet they are able to give a pretty decent warranty just by the way this thing is structured. So that's how that looks, and I'll just kind of show you here on a different bed. If you've seen the other videos, that right there, tying that piece the rear bumper here to the frame is pretty critical. Now if we look at this bed, this is a little bit different. You can kind of see we got gussets also here all the way across. No skimping on the bracing either. And then you can kind of see the welds there look like about every 12 inches or so. I'll come over here and you can kind of see it's just a tack. Now that works pretty decent, but if you look at a bed that's maybe about 10 years old, you'll start seeing those coming up. And if you notice on this other bed to the side that we have a lifetime warranty on, the other bed has nothing to do with this manufacturer. The reason we're able to give a much longer warranty is if you look, the bead, it's not just a tack up there. You see that? It's about a 2 or 3 inch piece. But then of course the issue is then you have a bed that's overbuilt, and a lot of people don't want to pay for an overbuilt bed. You know, another cool thing about this bed, let me just lower this here real quick. I'm not going to edit this video. So this right here, not having a nasty gusset here, which, you know, in some cases you absolutely need, but being able to tie this header in to the bed and giving you this much room is really important. You know, you think about some other bed manufacturers that might have a big old nasty gusset, or they don't even use tubular steel. They'll just use some formed metal or whatnot. Then you are losing this whole area. Of course, you can put stuff here in the corner, but that's what's pretty nice about this bed. And they're able to do that, getting around a gusset here by tying it in right here. So it's pretty nice. The welds could probably be better, but I'm sure people could say that about my welds too. And this is pretty nice too. This is angled. Some bed manufacturers will have this straight up and down, and to have that angled helps tremendously with being able to feel your vehicle. Some other cool things with this bed that you'll see some other bed manufacturers do is you can use standard 6-inch ovals. Makes it really nice. So anyway, here's a review for a Bradford Built. If I was in the market for a bed, this would probably be my right up there, my second choice, third choice. Yeah, it just depends on what the cost is and what truck it's going on and what I'm trying to do, but this is not too bad. If you notice on this bed here, they don't have rub rails. Some people like that, some people don't. I am a fan of the rub rails, because a lot of times you're backing into stuff, you'll punch these lights out, or you could tell actually they made like a little bumper here, so a little bit of protection on this side here, but I like to have rub rails even on the back and on the side. What I mean by rub rails, these are rub rails right here, so if you hit them or somebody hits you or whatnot, or obviously the tie-in points, you can kind of see here, obviously some sort of backing mistake there. It helps. So there she is. This is a review of a Bradford Built bed. Pretty decent bed. For the guys trying to find a heavy-duty bed, we've stopped production, temporarily suspended production for our Bison Tough beds. Not sure when we'll go back to them for now. So for the folks that are looking for a pretty good bed right now, I would say maybe go with this bed. I don't know what their MSRP is on them, but it is a pretty decent built bed. And just with a little bit of modifications, I'd put a cap here. Again, depending on what you're doing, it may not even be necessary to put a cap there. Just depends on what type of terrain you're getting stuff fed in there or not, and it might even help with drainage. I don't really know. I would have boxed this off. Anyway, she has 10-minute video. I am not going to edit it. Thank you for watching.